Hey guys, it's Nick with SmithForge Strength and Conditioning. I'm here today to discuss the second part of the thoracic mobility series that we're going through. As mentioned last time, thoracic mobility can be the key to a lot of potential impairments involving your neck, your shoulders, and even your back. So this is something that's easily treated that can help improve your mobility and improve you moving and your static postures as well. So today, I wanted to go over another exercise that you guys could do at home potentially to improve your thoracic mobility. Last time we talked about the foam roller. This time we want to discuss something that requires no equipment at all. And it's something you can do involving, so not only just extension, but also some rotation, adding multi-plane activities into that thoracic mobility so you can improve that even further. The first exercise that we're doing requires a really simple countertop. I had mentioned an exercise before, kind of working on nerve mobility for things for your low back. So anything like a table, the high part of your couch, your desk. I'm going to use this plinth here, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to have your feet at about hips width apart, and you're going to be resting on your elbows. Now most of the weight of your body is going to be pushing through your elbows at this time, so it was a way to decompress your back. Okay, so you're going to be in this position right here. Now, like me and many others, I am a pretty kyphotic back. I tend to kind of arch a little bit. So if you can see, if I were just to hang out, this is where I'd want to be. And in this position, I'm going to fight that urge and let my chest drop. Now in doing so, I'm trying not to change my pelvic angle at all. I want to keep that nice and neutral, letting my chest drop. Now from this position, once I'm here and my back is as flat as it can go, I'm going to rock backwards. As I rock back as far as I can, I start to feel that pull, basically right underneath my shoulder blades, and just underneath that, it's kind of my rib cage, and it's pretty intense. With this stretch, I would recommend holding for 30 to 45 seconds. As it starts to get a little easier, you can rock yourself back further. Now, if your hamstrings happen to be tight, I would keep your knees bent, because it is going to put some increased tension on those. So keep those knees bent as you rock back. Once you hit that 30 to 45 seconds, you can return to a comfortable position and then repeat. And I'll say repeat that for 3 to 5 times. Now, if you want to add further to that, there's another way you can also implement this with a little bit of rotation involved. So that extension can be done in, obviously, with kind of your elbows propped on the table, but you can also be done in quadruped. So this quadruped action, you can't get quite the same amount of stretch, but you can still focus on that thoracic extension with rotating open. So it's going to look something like this. So getting into this position here, we try to find the most neutral spine, so not too much anterior tilt, not too much posterior tilt, somewhere here. Now, my natural kyphotic nature, I'm going to let myself kind of drop down, activate my serratus by pushing the table away, and I'm going to grab my head like so. Okay, so I'm going to grab this side at first just to kind of see. And what I want you to do is to open up like so. Now I'm trying not to twist from my lower part of my back, but I'm trying to open up. And I can feel the pulling through around my scapula, my shoulder blades, and my rib cage in the front. And I'm going to do it on this side as well. Now that exercise with the rotations can be done pretty much however you want. There's no real set number. Typically I do them in sets of 5 and I just alternate. So I'll kind of work towards, 3 sets of 5 to one side, 3 sets of 5 to the other, and give myself a break. Now if I feel like my form is starting to break down, or if I start feeling some weird twisting into my low back and I feel like I can't stabilize in that quadruped position, I just take a break. So there's no harm in just doing, 3 to 5 repetitions in a set, switch over, work up to a higher number if you feel more comfortable with it. But there's no real set number that I would say. I would say work up to trying to do 3 sets to 15 reps. And I think that's a good amount of time to give you some time under that tension and improve some of that thoracic extension as well as including some of that rotation. So for now, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.